The proper rooster, rooster, rooster. And hello once more again to Battlefield 3. It is Team Deathmatch on Nosha Canals. The one and only Nosha Canals. The one where you bash everyone. If you're good at the game. So I'm using the L86A2, a LMG, sort of an LMG. It kind of looks just like the L85A2, the assault rifle, but a bit bigger. It's not really easy to use, like, especially on range. It's got like some awful recoil that other LMGs don't really have. But I'm trying to make my best here, and I got the best clips together for you from one match. And yeah, there's especially one good streak going on then in the mid of it. Just get like, I think 12 guys in a row or so. That was pretty cool. And what I basically wanted to actually, though, talk about is Battlefield 4, because I don't know. Yesterday I was discussing about that a bit with Patrick, and we were like kind of talking about the future of how the series would go on, because like Battlefield 3 had like a great start. It didn't have that many bugs at the beginning, and it was just completely beloved by the people because it was just such massive, especially graphical improvement from Bad Company 2. But with Battlefield 4, we're kind of missing that out because it had this horrible start, right? All these bugs that just basically destroy the game, and because they try to fix all these bugs now for so long, they didn't really have the chance to work on the other issues. Not the other issues. They didn't really have the chance to work on the DLCs that were actually supposed to be released for the game. They were just trying to fix all these major issues that the game has at the moment, and were obviously neglecting the DLCs. Which is understandable, because the actual problem within that whole thing is the fact that they have this set schedule which contains basically 24 months. So the game gets released at November, and it was kind of the same for the previous games as well. The game gets released at November, and then it has a lifetime. You could call it a lifetime of 2 years, which basically means 24 months. So this game, Battlefield 4, not this one what you see right here, but Battlefield 4 was released in November 2013, a couple of months ago, and will last for 24 months, for 2 years, and probably, quite surely, in November of 2015, we will see the next Battlefield. But like, that is not because of the Battlefield developers. That is because of well, the Battlefield developer is DICE, obviously. I don't know whether you knew that already or not. But it's not because of them. That set schedule is because of their publisher. And the publisher of Battlefield, of the Battlefield series, at least at the moment, is Origin. Not Origin. Origin is obviously the program that they use, but the publisher, I'm just getting confused here. The publisher is EA, Electronic Arts. Now, some may not call this one a bad publisher, but like, I don't know, with the Battlefield series, they're just kind of destroying it right now, because like, when you are a game developer, when you are DICE, the DICE Entertainment, and you are like in September or October of 2013 and you're working on Battlefield, and you obviously see that Battlefield 4 will not be like in a good done state. Why would you want to release it? Like, I think if it would just have been, if like someone, obviously, let's think about it like that. Obviously, the DICE development team did come up to EA and said, the game is not ready yet. Like, we actually don't want to publish it that way. But they probably signed up to a contract that said that they have to release a game in November of 2013. So they didn't really have a choice than doing what they were told to do. So yeah, they did that. And because they have now that set time schedule of 24 months, they have to release one DLC every like, what is it, like 4.5 months in order to release 5 DLCs and in order to then be up for the next one, the next Battlefield on November 2015. I think it's like 4 months or so in between every DLC, if I'm not completely wrong here right now. I could be. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, the recent DLC, China Rising, they obviously had to release it because of that time schedule. And I don't know whether you have seen, for example, I don't know whether you know Level Cap Gaming. He had released a video referring to that there was actually game files found within the China Rising DLC that prove that there was actually that the DICE development team actually tried to implement something like a weather LEvolution, so that there was like weather coming into the maps, and that would be like kind of the change of the map. But they didn't implement it because it seemed like they didn't finish it. That would be an explainable reason why to not set it in. If they would have just had more time with the game, they could have probably finished that, and we would have had an even greater DLC. Because let's be honest, like as good as Guilin Peaks is of a map, I don't know how good you know that yet. It's like the one with the place in like a jungle, mountain kind of area. Looks a bit like the jungle map from Black Ops 1. Yeah, and that is a great map. Like, it looks really good. It feels good. It is not too big, and the problem is rather the other maps, especially something like Altai Range. It's just not really. It's not like what people want to see is like outstanding maps, but that is not an outstanding map whatsoever. That is like rather feels like a really boring map. I don't want to say bad. I just want to say boring. So I don't really know like how that where the DLC is gonna be supposed to go on. Like, even the next DLC is gonna be there in 2 months. And how is it called? Naval Strike, right? And how is that gonna be supposed to work out? Like, what if we would just see something like China Rising? That it will just seem like an unfinished DLC again? Nothing really good? And I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna go on. I guess we'll see. How that one's gonna be. And yeah, just gotta look for that. But I feel like DICE should probably learn from what they see here right now with Battlefield 4. I think it would be great to see that they would switch the developer, or maybe the contract. I mean, obviously no one really likes EA, right? Thinking of something like Dead Space 3, where they even started with these microtransactions, where you could buy, what was it, like, I don't even know exactly what it was, but I know that they implemented with the microtransactions. But yeah, no one really liked that. So maybe switching a developer and publisher, I think that would be kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know if you ever thought about that. Feel free to to mention it. And that was it from this gameplay. 73 and 35, 9,371 points with the L86A2. Got 68 kills with that. Biggest kill streak. Those 12 kills in between. So that was kind of cool. Hope you enjoyed it, and have a great day. Goodbye.